Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to this week's Look at the Standings Week 20. And this time it is the Eastern Conference that barely has any movement whatsoever. Montreal, Tampa, Detroit, they still sit 1, 2, 3 with 81, 80, and 76 points. And they've won. Montreal's won one. Tampa's lost one, and the Detroit Red Wings have won two. And the next three, the Islanders, the Rangers, and the Penguins, the Rangers and Penguins flip places, but both teams have won two. The Islanders have lost one, but they still have a record of 6-3-1, 7-1-2 for the Rangers, and the Penguins 6-3-1. They've rectified the ship somewhat. At least they're winning more than they were losing as they were before. Washington 7-3-0, lost their last game. They're still sitting in seventh, the first wild card, and the second wild card is still being held by the Boston Bruins, even though they've won only one game and are 3-5-2 in their last 10. What is not helping this situation? The Florida Panthers lost to the Senators this week, so their chances of catching up dipped a little bit. 4-4-2 in their last 10, 64 points, lost their last two games. The Philadelphia Flyers have won two. They're 5-1-4 in their last 10. They sit in 10th. The Senators stayed in 11. And the New Jersey Devil, they flipped. They went up a spot with the Columbus Blue Jackets on the strength of 3 wins, 6-4-0 in the last 10. 5-4-1 for the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Leafs won a game. They're 2-7-1 in their last 10. Carolina Hurricanes 4-5-1, lost their last game. And the Buffalo Sabres continue to stay in the basement. They've lost their last two. They have 3-5-2 in their last 10. 39 points, 10 points from Carolina. That's pretty sad. And now for the Western Conference, and that's the one that's really exciting, the Los Angeles Kings. I know I'm jumping all the way down here, but they've won their last 7 games. They jumped up from 4 spots from 10th place to 6th, third in their division, and they're 7-3-0 in their last 10. Okay, let's go back to the top now. The Nashville Predators, 87 points, 7-2-1 their last 10, won their last game. St. Louis Blues, second place, 6-4-0, lost their last game. Chicago Blackhawks, 75 points, 4-3-3, lost their last two. It's been up and down for Chicago, but they're so powerful anyway. Anaheim won their last two, 5-4-1. Vancouver Canucks, they went up a spot. They've won their last game, 6-4-0. Los Angeles, I've already talked about. Winnipeg, 4-3-3 in their last 10. They've lost their last two. Minnesota Wild went up a spot. They're 8-1-1. They've won their last 3 and are in the final playoff spot. Calgary Flames, they've lost a game. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. They're now out of the playoffs. They've dropped a spot. The San Jose Sharks dropped 5 positions. They were in 5th place last week. They dropped all the way to 10th. They're 3-6-1 and they lost their last game. The Dallas Stars, they lost tonight. They're 4-5-1, 63 points. Colorado, still mucking along here. They've won 2, 5-5-0. Arizona Coyotes, they're really trying to sell off everybody here. The best free agent available with an expiring contract right now is Antoine Vermette. And they've lost their last 5, and the Edmonton Oilers continue to struggle, lost their last 2, 3-6-1, and that's it until next week.